Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Rapid Reviews. So it looks like we don't have as much stuff this time, which is more than fine, shorter episode, but what we do have seems to be of high quality, which has me really excited. So let's just go ahead and jump into the reviews. So this first thing comes from Aukey, which is kind of funny because the last time I did one of these rapid reviews, the first product came from Aukey as well. This one is a touch control LED lamp, which I actually have already unpackaged. And it's pretty cool. It comes with a cord, which I wonder if wireless is ever an option for this kind of thing. Essentially, you just touch it, and you got your low setting, medium, and high. And that's actually pretty cool. I like that. I think that's a pretty cool thing. And it's also really nice that Aukey is moving towards touch and smart. If you remember those outlets I reviewed last time, I actually have them plugged into my lamp across the room, and I turn them on with my light or my phone before I go to bed. I might do the same thing with this. This would be cool if this product was tethered to their app. I actually wonder. No, it looks like there's no wireless support. I think that's the direction that they should move, especially since they have that technology in their outlets already. Yeah, I really like this thing. This is a really cool. I just really like the direction you're going, Aukey, from keyboards to this really smart technology. Keep doing what you're doing, guys. While we're on the topic of Aukey, they actually sent me one of these as well. These things are always just useful little things. I actually have one. I got one in a PO unboxing once, and I use it all the time. This one is cooler. It comes with an SD card reader, and then you got your two USB. It looks like 3.0s there, which is super nice because last PO unboxing, I got a little USB. They should have a USB-C one of these. That would be nice. Okay. Nope, that is just very cool. Sorry, my focus is a little out of focus. It is USB-C. They don't have a USB-C here, which is kind of unfortunate, but yeah, you can put your micro SD in there, and it's just a nice little piece of tech to have. So this next thing we've actually seen before. I used it in my chair video, my chair review video. So here I have it attached to my phone, and the cool thing about this is it'll tell you how many volts it's outputting. And then, of course, it's also got your percentage there. I like that. Another cool feature about this thing is if I didn't have my case on, is you can actually use this as a stand. That's like a stand for your phone. Kind of cool, unnecessary a little bit. And then this right here, for those of you who know, it means it's a wireless charger. So if your phone supports wireless charging, you can actually charge it wirelessly just by setting the phone on this thing, which is kind of cool. That means like if your phone supports wireless charging and you just put this in your pocket with your phone will just charge in your pocket. I mean, it's another phone-sized brick that you got to carry around, but I mean, they all are, so if you're carrying one around, why not have it be wireless charging? I like this thing. One thing I do have to say, there are a couple things. So the charging thing, it takes a long time to charge. That is one thing about it that kind of sucks. And I'm talking like a long time to charge. It was like 4 hours before it was from 50% upward. And I think maybe not that long, maybe it was 2 hours, but I think it takes like 4 to get it fully charged. And then the other thing I didn't like about it, it's fingerprinty, but beyond that, if the thing you're charging doesn't output at least 1.5 volts, then this thing shuts off automatically. That means you can't use this for LEDs like I couldn't on my chair. You have to use this to charge your phone, which is what most people buy these for, but it's a gripe that I have. It's cool that it auto turns off when it realizes it's not charging, but some things don't take 1.5 volts. That's just the thing. So that's two things that I would fix, but other than that, I really like this thing. This next item is really cool. This is the Mpow Sport Bluetooth earphones, and I actually really like the earphones that go around your ear and don't go inside. They just fit me better. I feel like my ears are a little weird. What I really like about this is the sheer amount of stuff they give you for your money in this package is kind of crazy. So not only do you get your headphones, you get your charger, you get a car charger in here as well. They send you, you know, your little standard micro USB. They got earbuds, more earbuds. They give you a little carrying case, a waterproof case for your phone. You can put your keys in here. You can Velcro this. It's like a workout band, so you can Velcro it to your arm as you go running. They give you a lot of stuff. These are like, if you want to go out and have like a to-go gearbox for your music, you just buy this and you have everything you need, which is really cool. But the important part is the sound quality. So what do these sound like? Oh man, these are good. They're loud. They sound really good. I like these a lot, honestly. These are probably my favorite pair of headphones that anyone has sent me so far. And they fit so well on my ears. That's one thing I really like about them, is because they've got this hook here. They just fit so well on your ears. I honestly think these have probably the most bang for your buck that I've ever seen out of any headphones, especially with everything they come with. I mean, that's where my media volume is, and they're hitting pretty hard. They're pretty loud, so this one's going to be a little bit different to review. This is, of course, a microphone. It's a USB mic sent to me by Maono, who are the same. It was the same company that sent me those little lavalier mics, which are really good. The mic quality from those things are very impressive, and so I'm hoping the same with this. I know USB microphones are typically not as good as an XLR. So in the box we have a little carrying pouch. It's made of some velvet. I really like that. It looks like it comes with a USB adapter. Interesting. Very cool that it does that. And then you've got a USB to USB-C. I'm sure that's exactly what this takes. So let's go ahead and plug this in and see what the audio sounds like. I do want to make note on the body. I like how small it is, and I also like that you can just adjust the little stand, and it's good to go. Like right out of the box, it's just good to go. You've got a mic volume wheel and then a speaker volume wheel. Interesting. Yeah, let's go plug this thing in and see what it sounds like. So when I tested this microphone, I was actually quite surprised with how well it did. The Very Light Premium USB microphone from Maono, though being a USB microphone, sounds very good, and for being as small as it is, it's probably a very good idea to use this thing for travel, being as that it's just so small you can take it anywhere. So if I ever do any videos on the go, I think this is probably a really good idea for that. So the cool thing about testing a microphone this time is we have a couple microphones to test against. This company called Fifine Technology also sent me a microphone, which is great because then you can also test it against the microphone that I'm using for this video. So you'll have a pretty good idea of what the quality of these sound like. So this one's a little bit different. This one does not come just ready out of the box. This is one we're going to have to build, which is totally okay. Go ahead and do that. Alright, so we've got our base. Let me go ahead and set this down so you guys can see. So we've got our base right here. I'm not sure what's going on in here. I'm curious as to what all this is. Are they just to adjust height? Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's actually really cool. Yeah, you can just use these to adjust the height of your microphone. That's pretty nice. I gotta say, this base right here is pretty heavy. That's a good little chunk of metal. This entire thing is made of pretty good metal here. So now that we've got the entire thing pieced together, all we got to do is we can plug this in and go ahead and see what this thing sounds like. So after plugging in the Fifine Technology microphone, I do have to say it doesn't sound as good as the Fairy mic that we just tested. But I do have to say I like its customizability. I like that I can adjust the bass, how tall it is. There's a volume wheel right on the front. There's one on the Fairy as well. You can adjust the way the microphone sits. I kind of like the little stand, and I like how long the cord is that came with it as well. It's USB to USB instead of USB-C, but in all it does a very good job, especially for what it is. Then both of these things are pretty cheap, so not a bad idea to pick up if you're ever on the move and need to record stuff. Now, if I can be biased here, I'm probably going to say this is my favorite thing that I've been sent this time. This is a Xbox One, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 3, Switch, and PC. It's an adapter so that you can play video games on your PlayStation with a keyboard and mouse. Or your Xbox One, whatever, your console. Essentially, it's for a console. You plug it in and you can play your video games with a keyboard and mouse. And I know a lot of people don't like that idea. They say it's unfair. I honestly think it's a really good idea, and I think that peripherals are going to be one of those things that are just going to be interchangeable in all video games, no matter the platform, which is a really good future, honestly. Picking any platform you want and playing with any peripherals you want, that's just a good idea. Oh, yeah, and it just slides right in. Oh, yeah, I like that. So this is actually a lot nicer than I gave it credit for. You got this thing here that you can actually pull off. It's one of those little armrest things. You can pull that off and on. It's weird to put on. It feels like I'm breaking it when I do that. But you've got your WASD, of course. You got some macro keys over here, which I super appreciate. Spacebar, you can Alt Escape. I don't actually think you'll ever do that in a video game other than on PC. And then you got this nice mouse, which is actually a high quality little thing. You've got your cords to plug this into your PlayStation. You plug this in so that the mouse, so this will work. And then you're good to go. And I think this is really cool. It's going to be awesome to be able to use any peripherals you want, specifically on console. Now, the thing is, I don't have a console, so I won't be able to test this out this video. However, I'll borrow a friend's PlayStation, or maybe I'll just like pick one up for really cheap so that I can use this and do one of those PC gamer plays console games only for a little bit kind of things. I can make, I don't know, some dumb clickbaity video that I'm not really interested in. Either way, yeah, this is a really good product. I like this. I want to test this out, so I'll have to make another video very soon with this. This last product comes from a company that I've actually done a review for before, and I actually reviewed one of their cell phones, which is what they sent me this time. So this is the iOutdoor Model X. It's actually way better than the phone that I reviewed last time, and it came with a lot of stuff. I'll get into this stuff real quick before I touch on the phone, but it comes with, of course, you've got your charger, which not the American version at all, so I'm not going to be able to use that. And then you've got yourself some headphones. It's got an audio jack, which is great. This actually comes with a headphone jack. Super nice of them to do that, especially in 2018. This is a brand new phone, so that was super cool of them. You got your charger, USB-C, very nice. You got a USB-C to USB adapter. Cool that they did that. Not sure why. And then you've also, yeah, this is just the manual. It came with a screen protector, which I already put on there. But no case like the last one did. So let's go ahead and move this out of the way. So, yeah, first things first. Little indicative of the iPhone X, and I wonder if maybe that's why they named it the way they did. And, I mean, the background also just looks eerily similar, so, yeah. I would call it a coincidence, but I just don't think at all that it is. Now, there are a couple cool things that I really like about this phone. You've got your USB-C down there, which is just the way it should be now. You've got your audio jack. I love that they added that. You've got a button right here. And what this button does... actually, I've fingerprinted myself already. What this button does is it's a quick button, and you can attach it to anything you want, but I've attached it to the camera. So you click that quick button, and it launches the camera, and it'll do that every time. So if you need like a picture taken in a hurry, you just, crap. You've got that that available to you. Now, there is a fingerprint reader right here on the back. Let's go ahead and get into the specs of this phone, though. It has an octa-core 2 GHz ARM Cortex A53. Not the most impressive processor, but I mean, the phone itself is pretty fast. I haven't loaded anything onto it, and it comes with no bloatware, which is also very nice. The GPU is a PowerVR GT71, which I've never heard of before. I don't know what kind of GPU that actually is. I haven't tried playing any games on this yet, but with the way it operates, it seems to be faster than the one that I got from them before, so I would expect this to be able to play anything I throw at it. The camera is where it really shines, honestly. It's got a 16 megapixel camera plus an 8 megapixel dual LED flash thing going on right here. So you've got your sensor up here, but then you got these two cameras right here. I love when a phone does that. It just shows they really care about their pictures. And then this front camera here is actually a 13 megapixel selfie cam, which quite impressive, and I'll show you some pictures in a little bit once I get through the specs. The RAM, it's got 6 gigabytes in there, 1600 megahertz, up to 256 gigabytes of external memory support with 128 gigabytes of internal storage, which was also really cool of them to do. The battery is a 3400 milliamp battery, which lasts a very long time, as you could expect. The Razer phone came with a 4000 milliamp. 3400 is pretty darn good. The screen size is 5.7 inches. It's 1440p by 720. So it's an 18 by 9 aspect ratio, which is kind of weird. But then again, I mean, it looks like a regular phone, so it's not a big deal. Let me show you some examples of what this phone can do camera-wise, and then we'll move on to some of the other features as I find them. So after using this camera, I realized it wasn't as impressive as I initially thought. When I compare this picture of my cat Henry to a picture that I took on my Razer phone, you'll notice that there's a lot more detail, like a noticeable, huge amount of detail in the Razer phone compared to the iOutdoor X. I took a couple pictures just to really get a good idea of what this camera looks like comparatively. I will say, however, the Razer phone did start out pretty bad camera-wise as well, and it definitely got a lot better. So this could be one of those things where it's got a good lens, it just doesn't have a very good software backing it. And downloading the Google camera, actually, would probably be a big benefit, so long as there's a version that is portable over to this phone. So yeah, that was everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. All of the links to anything that I reviewed today are going to be in the description if you guys are interested in picking them up. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video.